Style allows you to project a sense of what is outside of you and connect those things and others that are outside of you and bond you in such a way that people feel you. They feel your spirit.
To have an interesting style, it seems like you have to, it has to first be genuine. Is there a way to, do you think?
I don't believe I have a style. It's just what I just so happen to put on. Usually a lot of my outfits are the result of me not knowing what to wear, just throwing stuff on, and it just so happens to catch someone's eye. Or sometimes there's things I actually do find, like, oh, I'm gonna wear this together, and it goes nice, but that's more like dress up stuff. I mean, I'm a very chill person. I like very simplistic looks and things. I feel clean in a regular white t-shirt. I mean, I don't go out my way to try anything else, to be something that I'm not. It's just plain and simple.
When you hear the word style, you often associate it with fashion. But style is much more than that. It's not just fashion. Style is a form of expression. It's about the way you talk, the way you walk, the way you move, and about how you dress. But it's not just about that fly Gucci bag or those designer shoes.
Just because you have swag doesn't mean you have style. You can be the freshest person ever, but if you have swag, you can't present yourself to other people. You can be the freshest person in the world, but you might not necessarily can talk to somebody and have a conversation that's deeper than clothes. You know, just because you have swag doesn't mean you have style. You know, you can be stylish without swag.
I feel like many people get style and fashion mixed together. I believe that style is the way you want to be represented to the world. It's not just about the clothes you have on. It's more about the person you are. You put those clothes on because of some things that you saw in your lifetime. You say some words because of how big your vocabulary is.
You've got some nihilism, some existential emptiness, and spiritual malnutrition waiting for you. I don't care where it is. I know we here.
How you piece them together, because you don't have to have expensive things to make it look nice. Like, it just depends on how you do it yourself. And if you wear it with confidence, then like no one can actually tell you anything about it. Like, that is style. That is your style.
I take very little amounts of people to influence my style, because I influence myself. Like, one person that I can say influences my style is Kanye West. And that's probably a very popular answer, because Kanye is just that man. Not only has he shaped himself and changed himself from the start, where you used to see him back with the Rockefeller days, where he used to be in the OG Supreme and stuff, but now he's changed up because he has his own little look, and he's just on top of things, so he has to look according to how he is. So his style just varies from him being the old school Ye to this new avant-garde Kanye, you know what I'm saying? So Kanye West is a big influence. Also, I would say, as far as a casual person, Malcolm X, to be honest with you. Malcolm X always kept it G, always looked clean, button-ups, hat game, suits. Everything that Malcolm X wears, I want to wear. Well, I ain't gonna say everything, but just about, you know, it's just clean, you know, classic. Everybody needs a classic piece in your wardrobe. That's just how it is.
My background kind of gives me a love for color, and being the fact that I'm Nigerian, that kind of yearns for my sense of individuality. So definitely my diverse culture and background. As far as who, I don't think a specific person kind of influences my style, because my style is the way I portray myself to the world. So nobody can really influence that but me. So as far as who influences me, it's me. I influence my style.
Atlanta is just so diverse. You see so many different styles that you can't help but pick up on it. You know, I wouldn't take somebody's whole outfit, but I would take pieces of that outfit and mix it in with my own.
When I lived in New York,
I had the image that everybody else was going for, but you know, New York is still up in fashion. And then when I moved to Atlanta, I seen so many different things, like downtown. People just come out with their own stuff. So, yeah, where I live does influence my style.
Your surroundings have a lot to do with what influences your style. I guess geographically also, like I've lived in a lot of different places. I've been around a lot of different backgrounds, like a lot of diversity, so I guess that would influence my style a lot more.
As far as people, like earlier, as far as now kids, when we pick out clothes and shoes and whatever, we pick out what we see on TV or on the internet and of that things of that nature. Like with Krayshawn when she dropped her Gucci video or whatever, and you saw it go viral and it went crazy. You also saw a change in fashion. I mean, I'm talking about like as far as females, I can speak on. Numerous of females, you know, started thrifting, started dressing, you know, I would say random, you know, with vintage into play, all that type of stuff came into play when I think that's why the Krayshawn video did so well and it was so rapid, because it had a niche and people latched onto it. And you still see it today, you know, with girls and how they dress.
I would have to say Tumblr has its positive and its negative things. Like for my Tumblr, I don't really post stuff about what other girls are wearing. If anything, I'm gonna post about what I wore or what I like or music or just anything like that. Like I don't really want any trendy girl that I don't even know, doesn't know me, on my Tumblr. But I feel like Tumblr started kind of the whole hypebeast things, and there can be a boy hypebeast and a girl hypebeast for anything, music, television, media, but majority fashion. And I see it all the time. Like I said, I know people who purposely take pictures to get notes, who purposely have bought in shoes that they've seen off Tumblr and bought things that they've seen off Tumblr, not because they wanted it, not because they said, oh no, I'm gonna look so original in that.
I look up to Mos Def because he has a very classy style. I mean, he's one of the most sharp dudes in the game, as well as Common. I look up to Kanye when it comes to swag because he's probably the best person doing it when you talk about runway pieces. I mean, I also like Pharrell because he probably has the best laid-back style there is in the game. I also like A$AP Rocky. He's a new cat. He's a new kid in the game, but he came in with a lot of swag. He has a lot of nice accessories. I like his jeans as well.
I think that the skateboard culture has always influenced fashion. A lot of people that were in the hip hop scene picked up on skatewear and molded it to streetwear. You know, Stussy was originally a surfboard company, then moved to street, then moved to skatewear, and then the hip hop people started to pick up on that. So I think that skatewear will always influence everything because they make pretty much the best clothes for streetwear.
Definitely the European brands such as Dolce & Gabbana, Prada, Armani. Even though Ralph Lauren isn't a European brand, that's definitely one because as you can see, Ralph Lauren has revolutionized to a point where little kids can wear it, adults can wear it, women can wear it, so that's definitely one.
Ralph Lauren is very diverse. Someone who just got out of college, as well as someone in an elderly home. Anybody can rock polo. That's what's so good about the brand. You also have the diversity as to where a kid from the suburbs who goes out and play golf, he can rock polo, as well as a dude from the streets hustling on the block, he can rock polo. People rock polo because it's a type of luxury. You might not have luxury things. The dude on the street might not have luxury things, but when he throws that polo on, he feels luxurious.
Ralph Lauren is an iconic brand. Supreme, Stussy. Stussy is, I think, the greatest streetwear brand, skatewear brand ever. I mean, a lot of people and a lot of brands picked up on Stussy. I would say Bape. A lot of people don't rock it anymore because of the whole Soulja Boy thing. But yeah, Bape is really iconic. Some brands that many people might not know of are Norris Projects, which is kind of held in Urban Outfitters, but not so much. Hawkins McGill, just a lot of iconic brands. But I would say the most famous and the most iconic is Ralph Lauren. So
the way I dress, like, I can wake up out of bed and not feel it at all, like not even want to go through the day. But if I dress the way I know I can dress, my whole day changes, my whole attitude changes. My confidence goes to a high that no one else can reach. My style just, it affects me, but it doesn't make me. But when I definitely put some effort into it, it makes me happier.
My style definitely gives me confidence boost. I feel as if I'm in a great look, that kind of it makes me comfortable to the point where I feel like I can take on anything, whether it's styling, going to a fashion show, or even trying to attract a boy that I like, for an example. Or when your outer appearance is kind of up to par, that kind of gives you the confidence, or it makes you feel good about yourself. So personal style is definitely the key to everything. As the saying goes, confidence is everything, and that's really big, especially in the fashion industry. In anything you take on in life, confidence is everything.
you can tell a lot, first of all, by a person just based off what they're wearing. You know, I wouldn't say go out there and critique people, but you can tell a lot. I would say that if you're rocking like Givenchy or something, you know, you really are a confident person. I think that, you know, if you're walking outside with some K-Swiss on, you know, people gonna judge you, but you still feel confident. You know, no offense to people that wear K-Swiss, but I would say that your confidence is just a part of your style and your swag. You know, it should just be you, because your style is you. So your confidence should be too.
That'll make you feel good or make you feel luxurious, as well as you can say in a business meeting, you can say a word that just shocks everyone, and it gives you that certain confidence that nobody else in the room would say, because that's your style of word choice.
You can have like a whole bunch of expensive pieces and put them together, but that doesn't necessarily mean that you have style. It's actually like a person should be able to see you're confident in what you're wearing and how you're wearing it. You shouldn't just be able to throw out a whole bunch of name brands and expect it just to be like, oh, this is stylish. It doesn't work like that. It's like, it's more of a mental thing than actually of a appearance.
Style is inseparable from voice. You know, you have to lift your voice. Voice is different than an echo. If you just have an echo, that's superficial demeanor. If you have a voice, that's style. You only find your voice by coming to terms with who you are. You have to muster the courage to be. It's the most difficult thing in the world. You know, William Butler Yeats used to say it takes more courage to find out who you are, examine the dark corners of your own soul, than it does for a soldier to fight on the battlefield. Pure, unadulterated courage to find out who you really are. Find your voice, then you got your style, see?